Hey, my ambitious babes. It's been a minute, I know. But I'm back. I have had a lot going on the past few months. I moved to a new state, I started a new job, and found out I was pregnant. Yay! No, it's actually very exciting. This journey has been amazing for my husband and I. But it's made me learn a lot about myself. We've learned a lot about our relationship. And I might get emotional during this, but I told you I had a blog post and I had wrote up what I wanted to say. I had this written for a little while. And I kept wanting to put it out, but then I started thinking that my words and coming directly from me might put this blog post more into perspective for you all, because it's been sitting on my heart for a while. So I'm going to label this post, I will accept the things I cannot change, like the good old serenity prayer. And it's named that because I have really, like you have so many things going on in your life and you really, really think, what if I did something different? What if I made a different decision? I felt like this was a terrible decision in my life, but look, it got me to here. And I have really been trying to not do that as much. But if these past few months have taught me anything, it's about coming to terms with our decisions. My husband and I have really had to reflect on that and coming to terms with and accepting that we can't change some of the decisions that we made, and we can't dwell on those that we didn't make. So I wanted that to be my blog post coming back to you all. Is that I'm going to accept the things that I can't change. I'm going to accept all the decisions that I made that got me to this point in my life. Because my life is pretty great right now. And like I said, I may get emotional because, as many of you know, read past blog posts for me, we struggled with getting pregnant for a while. And it was just kind of one of those things, like we had stopped trying. Like I said, we moved to a new state, and the last thing you need to add on your plate is focusing on getting pregnant and doing all these things that we had been planning to do. So it was just a miraculous, unexpected thing, and it's amazing. It's been a really great journey. Brandon's been amazing through it all. But it really has had me thinking, like, did I make the right decisions in my past decisions that have led me to this point in my life? So some of those decisions, Brandon and I were like, we move away from all of our family and friends to a state where we know no one, and we get pregnant. Like, are we going to be okay? And, you can't change that decision. You can't just pick your life back up and move back to where you were comfortable. And honestly, like, we were a little scared in the beginning, and just all the support we've had and all the friends that we still have from Kentucky. We have family in Georgia and Florida and Colorado, and we have family everywhere. And it's just like everyone has reached out a hand, supportive, wanting to come visit, wanting to do these things for us. And we are truly blessed. Also have a great set of friends here in Mississippi that we made, that we have people that are like, if you need anything, let us know, hey, try this person, or maybe you need to reach out to this person. So we're not as scared about that decision anymore. We were like, this was God's plan. God really put this into our life, knew that maybe we needed a fresh start, and this is our new start. So that's been really great for us. We have really, truly been blessed. We're having a great time on this adventure, and there's no need to question it anymore. So I'm accepting that we have moved. We're away from family, but we've got this. So as I'm going on to these accepting things that I cannot change, I'm realizing that I've made a lot of decisions in my past that I may have not, were probably not the best decisions, or, all of us have those regrets in our life, but you can't dwell on those things. You can't continue to regret and worry, like, what if I would have done this differently? Sorry for my dogs in the background, but what if I could have done this differently? Like, will those decisions affect my future? Will those decisions affect my future child? And you know what? I've just come to, who cares? I'm going to continue to live my life. I'm going to make the best decisions that I think possible. And there are some things that, may come up like that affect our future, but you can't worry about those things. And so it's one thing that I've had to kind of, as someone who's kind of a control freak in some aspects of my life, it's really hard for me to like have no control over what happens next and no control over like, I've really tried to be more conscious of my body and the things I put in my body because I am pregnant. But as you all know, I'm already plus size, so that had me worried. Like, I knew I was plus size. I knew I wanted to lose weight, and I was trying to make small steps to that. I could have made better decisions for that. And the minute I found out I was pregnant, I was like, oh my gosh, are those decisions going to affect my baby? Like, are those things going to affect how healthy this child is? Are these like, and so I started really, really worrying about those things. And then Braden's like, you've got this. Like, the minute I found I was pregnant, I, had not had any caffeine. I know that's like, my doctor's like, you can drink caffeine. I'm just like, I've kind of changed my habits. And it's like, this baby has been a jumpstart to being more aware. And so I'm not saying that if you didn't and you ate whatever you wanted while you're pregnant, that's fine, because I still have my treats. I still, indulge every now and then on some of my favorite things. But it just made me more aware. And like the fact that I was so scared with being overweight when I found out I was pregnant, I was like, I've got to do something different, because I just felt like I've got to make a new decision with this baby. I want to be around. I want to be able to do things. And so I have been trying to do healthy habits then, but my past decisions and not being as strong as I wanted to be and losing weight, I'm not going to let that affect me anymore. This is a new life, new term. So I encourage you all to accept the things you can't change. Accept that you've made these decisions in the past. Accept that, you are in the situation that you're in, but how are you going to change it? That kind of contradicts itself, but like, if you want to change something, you got to look at if it's possible first. Lay out those possibilities. The fact that I am plus size, girl, I own that, okay? I own it. However, it doesn't mean I can't be a healthy plus size, if that makes sense. It doesn't mean that I can't make better decisions and still be plus size. There are plenty of women out there that are plus size, and they are super, super healthy people. I just want to be a healthier person, healthier for my baby, healthier life decisions. So I just want to challenge you all. Accept the things you can't change, but change the things you want to change. I can't change the fact that I am states away from all my family. I'm having a baby, terrified a lot of the time. But what I can do is reach out to the support systems. I have amazing people across the board that are there for me. But I've had this on my heart for a while, and I just wanted you all to know that, like, as you make decisions in life, make that decision, live with it, okay? Move on. It may come to a fork in the road in the future where it's the same, you have the same choices. And if you can make a different one, make a different one. But if you don't want to, keep going on the path you're on. For me, Braden and I, this path that brought us to Mississippi, Braden and I were terrified. But we knew that this is where we needed to be. And the minute we showed up here, we knew the decision, it was the right decision. Not only for Brandon, his career, but for our family. It kind of works for us. Not to say I don't miss everyone back in Kentucky. I don't miss my family. I don't miss my friends. Don't miss my old job. I do. However, our life is different. We're happy, and it's just a new change. And Brandon and I always say it's not like we can't always go back later in the future, but as you come to these forks in the road, I want you to think about, are you going to do the safe choice, or are you going to do what you want to do? And I'm telling you to be selfish. Be selfish in your decisions because they affect you the most out of anybody. So if there's something you are borderline about, this is where you be selfish. This is where you look at yourself and say, this is what is best for me. This is what I believe to be best for me. And then make that decision, accept it, move on. I've made a lot of selfless decisions in my life, and I've put others before myself. And I'm not saying that it's not been good for me, but I have now accepted that I've got to do things for me. I've got to do things for my family and what's best for us. So accept the things you cannot change. Change the things you can. And be selfish in those decisions. You may have a family, you may have a spouse. Yes, of course, take your spouse's input into consideration. But if it affects your daily living, if it's going to affect you the most, be selfish in that decision. In my job, my whole job is to put others before myself. And the hardest thing for me has to be selfish and to focus on me. And moving to Mississippi has brought to light that I needed that selfishness. I needed to put myself first. And the wonders it has done for mine and Braden's relationship, the wonders it has done for our home life, the wonders it has done just for our general happiness has been amazing. So all this rambling that's gone on, now that I think about it, just posting my blog post would have probably got all these thoughts out more organized. But I wanted you to see the raw reality of my emotions and the things that I've been going through, the things that are jumbled in my mind right now. I may post the actual post later, but I thought a video blog would kind of be nice for you all to see my face again, for you all to kind of see my reality that's been going on. But I really encourage you all to not dwell on your decisions, make them for you. And as someone, and I know all of us women are kind of like that, we kind of put others before ourselves because we're like the caretakers. We worry about so many people. We worry about everyone else but ourselves. But it's very, very important for us to take care of us. I want to say I love you all. I've missed you all. Now it's ready to get back into blogging. Sarah looks amazing as always on her clothes. And I'm going to have to beg you all for the cheapest maternity clothes possible. Your girl has been all off her game with beauty, but I'm coming back. But I love you all. Continue to be ambitious. Live your best lives. And be amazing, you ambitious babes.